and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm making a card using Newton's Nook stamp set called Newton Support. And this is in collaboration with the Vlog Hop that is put on by Tara from Mayhem Crafty Cards. And it's to bring awareness to the autoimmune disorders. So for my birthday, which was March 16th, my sister gave me this set. And it turned out perfect for this Vlog Hop. And actually, I have a friend I'm making this for because she has an autoimmune disease. And the color of the ribbon for her disease is teal. So I'll be coloring my ribbon teal color. I cut out some Heavenly White paper, which is Copic friendly, with a round circle die. And then I used Memento black ink to stamp Newton and the hearts because I'm going to use Copics. I'll put the colors of the Copic markers that I'm using on the screen. I'm kind of new to Copic coloring and I'm not an artist, so I'm still learning how to color. My friend has a cat which is white and also has black near his nose, so I'm going to try to get it as close to that as I can, but I'm putting some gray around the edges so that the cat has some color. I'll list the products that I use in the description below. This will allow you to find any of the products that you don't have. Some of these will be affiliate links. These links don't cost you anything to use, but it does give me a small percent of the sales that any of the links produce. This helps support my YouTube channel and my website. I think it's important to support creators and small companies like Newton's Nook because they're small family-owned companies. And especially these days when a lot of people are having financial problems or trying to work from home, I think it's great to support small companies. As I said before, my friend has a cat, and I remember one of the more recent pictures she posted on Facebook was with her and her cat, and the cat was kind of comforting her as she was going through some trying problems with being in and out of the hospital and have a lot of tests done. And she's pretty young, so it's pretty tough that she's going through all these physical problems when she's still so young. I have a dog, and I've always had a dog, so I know how many times our pets will comfort us when we're not feeling so well. So I certainly understand how she has her connection with her cat. So I think it was perfect that my sister found the stamp set to give me. This is an Instagram and YouTube hop. So I'll list the next person in the hop in the description below. Tara did a lot of work in organizing this, and she got a lot of generous supporters to donate some prizes. So in order to enter for the prize, just leave comments along the hop. The more comments that you put in, the more chance you have of winning. And I'll put all the prizes that are up for grabs in the description below. And then Tara will be drawing randomly for the prizes. Tara will be drawing the prizes on Friday, April 2nd, and she'll announce the winners on her YouTube channel and on Instagram. I like the versatility of this stamp set because you can color in the ribbon whatever color you need it to be for the support that you're giving to the person you're sending the card for. So you could color it pink for breast awareness or whichever support that you're doing. I didn't think my ribbon was dark enough, so I went over it again with a darker color, and I think my BG10 was running low on ink, so it was a little hard to get it dark enough. I'm just using my Memento black ink to stamp Life is Tough, but So Are You in the inside of my A2 size card base, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4. I cut out a piece of Bristol Smooth cardstock with a Lawn Fawn rectangle die, and this is slightly smaller than A2 size. I'm going over it with my powder tool because I'm going to be doing some embossing. I'm using Tim Holtz Black Soot Distress ink to stamp the word Stay Strong because Distress ink works well with embossing, and I'm going to go over it with clear embossing powder, and then I'll heat it with my heat tool to melt the embossing powder. I do a little on the bottom and then I do on the top, so that way I don't have the heat in one place for too long so I don't scorch the paper. Next, I repeat the process only this time I'm using a ribbon stamp, and I'm using VersaFine ink, which is clear, and the embossing powder I'm using is colored, which is Ranger's Aqua Tinsel, and it's kind of a glittery embossing powder. When you use embossing powder that has glitter in it, you want to make sure you heat it from the back first so that the embossing powder, which is plastic, melts and encases the glitter. Otherwise, if you blow it from the top, probably all the glitter will blow away before you melt anything. Then I repeat the same procedure again, but this time I'm using the VersaFine ink with pink tinsel embossing powder, and I'm using my heart stamps. I just placed the circle here where I'm going to put my stamped image that I did earlier, so I can kind of see where I should put my hearts. I really like this stamp set because I was able to use several sayings and pictures all from the same stamp set, and it's a pretty small set, so it's very affordable. I wanted to set off the picture with some sparkle paper, but I didn't have any glitter paper that was in the right colors. So I used this sparkle paper from Fawn, and it's their Pixie Dust, which is white, and then I'm coloring it with my Copic marker. Now I did find if you rub it a certain way, it seemed to go against the grain, and the other way seemed to be with the grain. So you don't want to go against the grain. And also I'm using the the larger nib, and I forget what that's called. Well, I never use that because it's so big. So I don't have to worry about burning my bullet nib or my painting nib, depending which type of Copic marker I have. I just used some liquid glue to adhere my colored image to the sparkle paper. And then I'm just using some scissors to cut out a fishtail in my banners. And this is the same sparkle paper. And I'm going to color one of those again with the teal color. And then I'm going to color the other one with the same pink color I used on my stamped image. I cut out a piece of black cardstock, 5.5 by 4.25, and I'll put that on the front of my card. Then I just put all the pieces on the card temporarily, just to see how I liked it. I was trying to decide if I wanted to ink blend or not. I decided I thought it needed some more color, so I went ahead and did some ink blending over the top of the card. And I started off with, I believe, cotton candy, but that was too light. And so off screen, I did one lipstick. And I did it off screen because I was running out of battery on my camera. And I found I usually just do the circle motion like you're supposed to do. However, with the glitter embossing powder, I found that the glitter was kind of rubbing off, especially on the hearts. So the pouncing worked better with that. So in the future, I advise if you want to use the glitter embossing, not to do emboss resist, but do the ink blending first and then put the glitter embossing powder over it. Of course, it ink blended fine over the clear, which is where I had Stay Strong. After I finished ink blending, I glued all my pieces on the card. I did that off screen because my camera ran out of battery, and also I didn't want the video to be too long since this is part of a video hop. I also decided the card needed a little bit more sparkle, so I used my crystal stickles to add some embellishment and also to go inside the hearts. Since I used the darker ink, the worn lipstick, the hearts didn't show up as well, and also some of the glitter I think got rubbed off when I was ink blending. So I'm just adding some stickles to the hearts to make them show up a little bit more. I want to thank you so much for watching, and if you're not already a subscriber, I really would appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel, and that way you won't miss any future videos. Also, please remember to leave a comment for your chance to win one of the prizes and hop along to the next person on the hop. Thank you. Have a great day.